About coordinate planes, there are 2 points, and then they say that P is a moving point, such that whenever you find such that means the following are the constraints. P is equal distance from A. That means from P to A, the distance is equal to from P to B. In our normal notation, that means PA is equal to PB. That's the constraint. So if you start working, don't forget you have to, because we are going to use the distance formula, so we are going to compare the distance between A and moving point. That's why you better write your notes. A 7 -5, B 11 7. P moving point expressed in terms of a general point xy. That's how we can further elaborate this constraint here. That means PA is square root. Compare x and 7. We have x minus 7 square together with the delta y square, y plus 5, should equal to PB. Now this time we compare P with B. Therefore we have x minus 11 square plus y minus 7 square. The square root is totally unnecessary, so x squared minus 14x plus 49, y squared plus y squared plus 10y plus 25. Expand it very accurately. Of course, it's better if you can manage the identity. So we are going to cancel out some duplicate terms. Both side minus x squared, both side minus y squared. So it's become a linear straight line. And then we also find extra 49 are the same here. So it's greatly simplify our calculation. Don't be too rushed. Tidy up your writing first. And then we put everything to one side, then we finish our target. So therefore both sides plus 22, we get 8x. 10y plus 14y, we get 24y. And also 25 minus 121, we get minus 96 equals 0. But it's not finished. In order to submit the final answer, your equation should be the simplest form. 8, 25, and also 96, all divisible by 8. So final step, we have to divide both sides by 8. Therefore, x plus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. This is the equations of the equation of line L. There is another method to find out the equation of line L. Whenever we say P is equal distance, basically we are talking about the perpendicular bisector of line AB, such that whenever there is some point P, then PA to PB have the same length. Therefore, if we use another approach, we have to find the midpoint of AB. Which is the average between 7 and 11. So 7 plus 11 divided by 2. Y coordinates -5 plus 7 divided by 2. We get the midpoint is 9, 1. And then we get the slope of AB, which is equal to 7 plus 5 over 11 minus 7. Since inverted L perpendicular to AB, we are talking about perpendicular bisector. So our target slope times 3 should equal to -1. Our target slope is -1 over 3. Now we have all the components to calculate the equation of inverted L. We are talking about a line with slope -1 over 3 pass through the midpoint here. So the midpoint is 9, 1 once again. Therefore, slope equal to slope y minus 1 over x minus 9 is equal to -1 over 3. We times -3 to left hand side, so -3y, positive 3. And then we have 1 times x minus 9. Put everything on one side. We have x plus 3y minus 12. So we write it x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. We have exactly the same result. In part B, there is additional information on the graph. There is a circle pass through A and B, pass through these 2 points. So the circle may be like this or may be like this. You don't know how large it is or even in another direction. So the shape is not fixed. The size is not fixed. And then they say that there is a point F that the circle cut the x-axis. And very important thing is FAF equal to BF. So that means F fulfill the requirement in part A. F is equal distance from point A and from point B, which means that F is lying on this line. Or inverted L at the same time cut x-axis. So it's talking a specific point here. We can get point F. If we can get point F, then only one circle can be drawn. Then we can get more information about the circle C. That's how we find out the equation of C. We call the part A answer. We know that F lies on inverted L. So when it is cut x-axis, when y is equal to 0, we get the corresponding x coordinate. X is equal to 12. So this point F is 12, 0. We get the coordinate. After that, there are 2 approaches. The first approach is you let the equation of C be the general form x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f equal to 0. And then you can substitute 3 points. You can substitute A, B, and also F. Therefore, you have 3 equations to solve 3 unknowns, D, E, F, and then you can solve it. But it's a little bit too troublesome, so I left it to the reader. I'm going to use another approach. It's about the circle property. Pass through point F, A, and B, so the circle should be approximately like this. One thing very important is about the center. The center also lies on the perpendicular bisector of its chord. So we are talking about the center also lies on inverted L. Then we may express the center in one variable only. So if I let the x coordinate be h, again, since center lies on inverted L, when x is equal to h, then the corresponding value of y is negative h plus 12 over 3. So now we express the center in terms of one variable, and then we can get the distance are the same to find one equations. We are comparing 3 points, point A, point F, and also point center. We know that it is a circle, so the distance between A and center should equal to the distance between F and center. We just repeat the same story. So h minus 7 squared plus should equal to compare F with center. Even though this fraction is troublesome, we may just expand it by identity. So you'll find that even though the Fraction square is quite troublesome, but it's appear in both sides, so we can cancel easily. Also h square. Then we just handle the rest. And then both sides times 3, both sides divide by 10, so I multiply both sides by 3 over 10. Therefore, we have 2h is equal to 9, h is equal to 9 over 2. When h is equal to 9 over 2, we can get the center y coordinate. So it's 5 over 2. Now we have the center. We still need to find the radius. Then we can get the equation of circle. So the center 9 over 2 and then 5 over 2. Therefore, the radius is equal to distance between center to A or B or F. I will choose F is because one of the coordinate of F is 0. So compare with 12, 0. We have square root 12 minus 9 over 2 bracket square, and then plus 0 minus 5 over 2 bracket square. We get square root 125 over 2. So the equations of C are general point xy. The distance between any point to the center should equal to this radius. It is x minus 9 over 2 square and then plus y minus 5 over 2 bracket square is equal to the radius square 125 over 2. This is acceptable format for equation of circle. So we finish B1. It's quite time consuming. Part B2 is look troublesome, or you don't understand what it's asking. But if you can apply the property of circle, it's quite straightforward to find the line of L here. They say that L is a vertical line on left hand side, so I may just simply draw L is like this. And then what they say is the length of the chord. So length of the chord is talking about this length is equal to the length of chord from x-axis is equal to this length. So there is one property called equal chord, then equal distance from center. So that's imply the distance from center to this line and the distance here are exactly the same. But how long is this vertical line? Is the y coordinates 5 over 2. Which means that this line is located left hand side 5 over 2 units of 9 over 2. So we can find out this is x equal to 9 over 2 go left by 5 over 2. X is equal to 2 is the equation of L. Therefore, B2. You better write down your logic. Distance from center to x-axis is equal to 5 over 2. So, distance from center to L also equal to 5 over 2. Therefore, equation of L is x equal to 9 over 2 minus 5 over 2. We get x equal to 2.